Hello, my name is Brittany, and I'm an admin here at Renault Zero Imports. Fleischmann just released a great video displaying the 2023 highlights for the new items. Keep in mind, our new item pre-order discount program is ending soon, so don't miss out on those pre-order discounts.
This year, Fleischmann will celebrate the introduction of the N-Gauge range, which took place 55 years ago. 55 years which were, and still are, packed with innovative ideas and developments. Whether our first steam locomotives or the introduction of the Z21 control system, these were milestones which made our brand what it is today. In honor of this anniversary, we have of course introduced some highlights to the Fleischmann Innovations program: Express Train Steam Locomotive Class 01 in the DB and DRG design. Following the merger of the former state railways to form the Deutsche Reichsbahngesellschaft (DRG) German State Railway Company, and the Committee for the Standardization of Locomotives was founded at the beginning of 1921. The first major task of this committee was to draw up a type program for the construction of new standardized locomotives. This new construction program also included two locomotive types for express train service in the form of the classes 01 and 02. After the construction of several pre-series locomotives and thorough trials, the decision was made in favor of the two-cylinder hot steam locomotive of the Class 01. Until 1939, the engines ran with the riveted tenders of the T32 design. Later, the new deliveries received the welded T34 design tenders, and the locomotives already in service were gradually converted as well. Over time, the original design with the large Wagner smoke deflectors and the air and feed pumps in the smoke chamber niches were rebuilt. The large smoke deflectors were replaced with Vita smoke deflectors, and most of the running boards were changed. Relocation of the pumps to the center of the vehicles resulted in a better view of the line. But the distinctive engines were also operated by the German State Railway for a long time, to the delight of numerous railway fans. Over the years, the famous Pacific locomotives were used in many different ways. In passenger transit, all services were operated, from heavy express trains to light passenger trains. During the end of the steam locomotive operation on the German Federal Railways, the service running on the famously steep Schiefer-Ibina track achieved cult status among many railway enthusiasts. The model of the Class 01 in DRG design reproduces all of the features specific to their first years of use. The most striking feature here is the T32 type tender, which impresses with its delicate rows of rivets. But the coal structure is also skillfully reproduced in every detail. The bogie covers are also beautifully crafted. The long boiler of the 01 impresses with its numerous lines and the prototypical dome arrangement. In accordance with the original, the driver's cab roof also features a light-colored paint coating. The model is to roll onto N-gauge tracks with the large Wagner smoke deflectors and also impresses with the original smoke box doors with central locking system. An authentic Epoch II express train is to be launched to match the Class 01. In addition to the two express train coaches, the ABC and the Prussian-type postal wagon are particularly striking. The German Federal Railway's 01 design represents the typical operating condition for Epoch III. The most striking features are the Vita-type wind deflectors and the classic T34 tender. On the driver's cab, the modernized visibility screens as a typical feature of the Federal Railways catch the eye immediately. The air or feed pump is correctly positioned on the circulation lines. Under the circulation lines, the strikingly large driving wheels of this Class 01 version really stand out. Together with a delicately crafted control, they show what is possible today at a scale of 1/160. The front end of the locomotive has already been adapted for the Federal Railway's standard with the classic DB smokebox door, and the finely worked lamps with freestanding mounting brackets and the detailed buffer beam are impressively realistic. The DB01 locomotives are also to receive the perfect companions in the form of a 4-part express train with attractive skirted wagons and a baggage wagon with raised cab for the guard. The Class 01 models are equally impressive in technical terms. In addition to optimum driving characteristics, the models also impress with their high tractive force, which they need to transport the express trains. In the digital versions, the switchable driver's cab and engine lighting, as well as prototypical sound functions, will delight their operators. A further classic is to be launched in the form of the newly designed Class V100 diesel locomotive belonging to the German Federal Railways. These locomotives are still used by countless railway administrations today, in part painted in colorful liveries to the particular delight of all collectors. BR211 rendering animation. 721210/721280 and 721213/721283, diesel locomotive class 211 belonging to the DB. In the 1950s, the German Federal Railways needed a versatile diesel locomotive that could provide passenger and freight train services on non-electrified branch lines, but was also fast enough to be used on main lines. During the development of the V100, good experience from previous development was drawn upon to create a bogie locomotive with a central driver's cab and an output of 800 to 1,000 horsepower for the type program in 1955. After an extensive testing phase, it became clear that the V100 was a great success, and this heralded in the extensive replacement of steam locomotives. With the introduction of the computer number, the class designation was changed to 211, and that of more powerful machines to 212. After Classic Red, numerous engines received new paintwork in ocean blue/beige from 1974 to 75. From 1987 onwards, the color concept was followed by Orient Red as the basic color, and a good 10 years later, the Deutsche Bahn AG livery in Traffic Red. Today, these locomotives are mainly in service with private railways, but are still in daily use in many parts of Europe. The completely newly developed Fleischmann model is to be produced as a true-to-scale, detailed and contemporary model. The freestanding shunter's handle rails and the detailed buffer beam design catch the eye immediately. Depending on the design, the models will be equipped with a snowplow. The multitude of prototypical engravings on the bogies are extremely impressive. It is possible to look through the outline driver's cab and see how compactly all technical components could be accommodated. In the digital versions, the standard model is equipped with a sound decoder using which diverse sound functions but also driver's cab illumination is possible. The next model proves how Fleischmann can delight model railway fans with both technical features and outstanding sound functions, the Class 602 gas turbine multiple unit. The poor performance of the diesel-powered Class 601 trains led to the conversion of four-end cars with a new type of gas turbine drive in 1971. These striking multiple units were immensely popular with railway enthusiasts. This was on the one hand because of their unusual appearance with large inlets which were necessary for cooling the traction motors, but on the other hand because of the characteristic sound of the trains. Over their long period of operation, however, the special drive technology failed to convince and led to decommissioning of the trains. The Fleischmann model is now to be produced with the characteristic sound of the gas turbines in both traction motors, in the design featuring intercity labeling. Above all, the fine engravings and delicately crafted details make this attractive multiple unit so appealing. The sharp paint finish and flawless printing are also impressive on the small-scale versions. The BR602 is a true classic, which should not be missing from any collection, and which skillfully reproduces the typical appearance of the German Federal Railways at that time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed Fleischmann's video displaying the new 2023 highlights. If you have any questions or want to order some of these great models, feel free to call us or drop us an email at info@renaults.com.